Page 30, motoring along. 4/4 time, no sharps or flats when the key is C major. Please make sure you can do the C major scale. Probably be best to be able to at least go 2 octaves up and down here on the scale. Let's do this one hand at a time. Make sure we got the fingering and the rhythm and the notes. At the beginning, the right hand, you're starting here. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm playing everything connected now. We'll do these staccatos later. Going on, third measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Oh goody. Next measure is just 4 and. The next measure is 4 and. Except there it's tied. You got to hang on to it. Then measure 9. You come up here. 1 and the same thing, an octave higher. Okay, let's go down to measure 17. You're here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. You had time to move down, that's fine. And you do that some more. And then at the end, the last 2 measures, you're up here. Well, that's not bad, huh? Left hand, quarter notes. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Isn't that fun? I would suggest when you have these repeated notes, use different fingers. It's up to you on the fingers. You can do a 1, 2. You can do a 1, 3. It's up to you. But don't use the same finger all the time. As sometimes I do use the same finger on repeated notes, but a lot of times I prefer to use different fingers, especially if it goes fast. But when it's long drawn out, I mean, I got 6 of these things in a row. And then later on, I got 8 of them. I use a different finger. It helps me to keep track of where I am. Of course, the right hand will help you. But still, I would recommend you use different fingers on those. Let's go down to measure 6. You're here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Thumb now. 1, 2, 3. It's an A. That goes to a G there in measure 10. And then for measure 13, you're back up here. This is a 2/5. That's fine. Because you're bending octaves, and they're just getting you into position. Rest. Rest. So forth. And measure 17. Light wrist action here, and you can go ahead and use 5/1 for all of these. Okay, put the hands together. What do we get? Put the hands together. Work out any hesitations. You don't have to go as fast as I'm playing. You can take it nice and slow. And then we can add in the staccatos and a wrist action here on the staccatos. Short staccatos. Accent. Accent in the right hand, not the left. Accent. So add the accents. And it's tricky because the accents and staccatos are different for the different hands, so you got to work those out. Then we can add the dynamics. Moderately, this is for the right hand. Whatever you think moderately loud is, or medium loud, whatever, keep the left hand in the background. Then on measure 8, you're going to go up to loud here. The left hand, you bend kind of soft. You can go up a little bit. Don't get loud. It's the right hand in the next measure. That's loud. The left hand doesn't get loud, but it can get a little louder than it was. And I don't quite understand what they want there on measure 20. They're telling you to crescendo. So my feeling is, well, there are different ways of doing this. You could say, well, that's an error and the arrow's pointing the wrong way. You're actually going back down. That's one way of saying, well, they made a mistake. I don't know, maybe they did. On the other hand, you could say, okay, you're loud, and that really is a crescendo. You're gonna, and then all of a sudden you're down. It's like oh, what happened? So all of a sudden you drop down. So it's the start of measure 16 going across. You're moderately loud going up. Louder there, and then all of a sudden you're down. And then you crescendo back up to loud. Now, and that last note is actually very loud because of the accent. And that's both hands here on that one. Then the speed. Well, about 132. It's not really a fast piece, but it moves. I'm guessing that's about as fast as I've been playing it. Now, don't play with stiff wrists here. Keep the wrist loose. You can use a lot of weight to get the volume up, the loudness, but keep the wrist loose as you do that. I like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. So I'll give us 4 counts. I'm not going to do the dynamics, but I will do the staccatos and stuff. 1 and 2 and ready and go, and 1 and 2. And 3. And 3 and 2.